What I want you to do is close your eyes, and I want you to remember you as a child the morning of a field trip. If you remember anything like I do, the sun was always out, the grass always had a fresh morning dew, the birds were always chirping to your favorite song, the air was cool and crisp, but warm enough that you could wear your favorite outfit or really whatever you wanted, and life was good. You couldn't wait to hop on the bus with your pre-packed ham and cheese sandwich and chop it up with your friends on the way to the trip. Now open your eyes. And if you're also like me, that memory fills you with warmth and happiness. It brings you back to simpler times where there was less stress and less to worry about. The only thing you had to worry about was who you were going to sit next to on the bus. Reminiscing is something I indulge in quite often, especially with family. It brings back core memories. It brings back a sense of nostalgia. A lot of fun memories when you're thinking back with family on them. The bad times that you got through are suddenly over and irrelevant, maybe not as bad as you thought they were. And the good times stick, and they're really what you remember and what you enjoy. But at the end of the day, these are just memories. And humans are very good at blocking out the bad and forgetting the bad and only remembering the good, which is what this whole video is about, is the effect of rose-colored glasses. If you've never heard of that phrase, rose-colored glasses, essentially what it means is that when you do put on your rose-colored glasses, you look at things in a lens that are happier and more joyful and more memorable than maybe they might have been. I'll give you an example. Let's say you were in a very toxic relationship. The communication was horrible. You guys argued all the time. You had no values that aligned with each other, but the sex was great. Or the other person was really funny and made you laugh like no one's ever made you laugh before. When you eventually, hopefully, leave that situation, the wounds are still very fresh from whatever might have hurt you or the toxic parts of that relationship. So it's very easy to see what was wrong with it, and it's very easy to say how you would never go back to it. But as time goes on, it gets a lot easier to slip on those rose-colored glasses. It gets a lot easier to forget all the fights or the miscommunications or the things that made the relationship go sour. And instead, those rose-colored glasses will only make you see the really great sex or the really funny jokes that person might have told. The glasses are very powerful and can absolutely make people go back and make decisions that they might not really want to make. And that's because life is just simply different without these rose-colored glasses. Everyday living and existing and being a part of this world is much more dull, much more bland, and much more monotonous than viewing the world or your memories through these rose-colored glasses, whether it be a good day or the bad days. I find this especially true in my own thoughts and my own reflections. There's so many times where I would think that I was better off growing up in like the 80s or the 90s, and there was no technology, everybody seemed carefree, there was really cool styles, fashion was pretty dope, and everyone was kind of just living in the moment, it seemed. And that's so cool, especially when I'm viewing those times with rose-colored glasses. But when I take them off, I realize that nowadays, especially with technology, we have so much more potential to succeed beyond the bounds that we ever thought possible. Our overall knowledge is so vast nowadays. Our ability to communicate with anyone around the entire world is so easy, and the exponential improvement of our society in general is really cool to witness and to watch. Without these glasses on, there's a lot more gray area. It isn't so black and white. There's trade-offs, there's pros, there's cons, and these make the decisions that we make regarding anything really a lot less clear, and every decision comes with some type of sacrifice. Memories, reminiscing, and reflecting often involve just the split-second moments where life was good. It usually involves just remembering the good things. So the field trip bus was the best ride ever. That ham and cheese sandwich was banging. The birds were chirping. The sun was out. All of these things are things we remember because they were good. We often forget that in that same day, maybe our dad was mad at us, or we had a big test the next day, or we had a whole bunch of homework to do when we got home from that field trip. Now, I'm not arguing against reminiscing in a positive way. I do it often, and I enjoy it often. I'm just pointing out the fact of how we often tend to forget circumstances that would kind of mess with our little happy euphoria that we got going on. The point I'm trying to make is that life is very round and memories are often flat. Memories are often a snapshot of moments that we want to encapsulate and remember and leave out parts of it that we don't. In our decision making, we should really try and be as objective and truthful to ourselves as possible. If we're making decisions based off past experiences, we should be trying to remember all parts of that experience, not just the parts that we want to. Like I said before, everyday life is much more monotonous and bland and kind of gray than looking back on memories through rose-colored glasses. And we get caught up in the routine of things. It's very easy to kind of just go through the day by day, and forget that we are living the memories that we will soon look back on with those glasses. It's weird. Life seems so short in retrospect, but very long in the present moment. There's a saying that goes, the days are long, but the years are short. And I find that very true, and it's always stuck with me because of that. You may be looking at your watch, wishing the day away, but as soon as you turn another year older, you're going to be wondering where the years have gone. To bring this around to a larger point, try to make your days fruitful. Try your absolute best. Try not to wish your days away, and try to enjoy times and memories in the present moment. It's important for us to be able to enjoy life with and without our rose-colored glasses. I love my rose-colored glasses. I love looking back on memories and seeing them much more vivid than they might have actually been. I also realize when and when not to wear them, and when to look at the world for what it truly is. Let me know what you think of this topic. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are there points you agree with or disagree with? I'd love to chop it up with you guys in the comments section. If you thought this video was dope, go check out some of my other ones. Maybe here somewhere. Or subscribe, or do whatever you want. Either way, I can't wait to hang out with you guys next week. Peace.